Did you know that despite creating over 30% of the world's AI research, Europe's AI startups only capture 10% of global AI investment? Why is it that the continent innovating the most often struggles to scale beyond its borders? In this video, we're diving deep into the critical factors holding back Europe's AI ecosystem. Let's start with what Europe gets right: the science. DeepMind, now Google's crown jewel worth an estimated $30 billion, began in London in 2010. The Max Planck Institute in Germany has published over 2,400 AI research papers since 2020. France's INRIA lab helped develop core machine learning algorithms used globally. According to Nature's Index, European institutions produce 31% of the world's top-tier AI research, second only to the United States. The talent pipeline is equally impressive. Switzerland's ETH Zurich, the UK's Cambridge, and France's École Polytechnique consistently rank among the world's top AI research institutions. European PhDs authored 23% of papers cited in OpenAI's GPT-4 technical report, and we see a similar pattern in the tech ecosystem. Startups like Mistral AI in France raised $415 million within a year of launching and built open-source models that rival OpenAI's closed systems. Germany's LF Alpha is creating sovereign AI for European enterprises. So why aren't these companies becoming the next Google or OpenAI? First, follow the money, or rather, the lack of it. In 2024, European AI startups raised $8.3 billion. Sounds impressive, until you learn US companies raised $67.2 billion. China invested $11.4 billion in AI ventures that same year. But the real gap isn't in early-stage funding. European seed rounds actually compete well globally. The problem is growth equity, the Series B, C, and D rounds that turn promising startups into giants. A Stanford study found that European late-stage rounds average $42 million, compared to $97 million in the US. For AI companies requiring massive computational infrastructure, think thousands of GPUs at $40,000 each. This is catastrophic. The exit problem compounds this. Europe has fewer tech giants acquiring startups at premium valuations. When DeepMind sold to Google for $500 million in 2014, there wasn't a European acquirer who could compete. That same pattern repeats today. Europeans' most promising AI startups almost always gets bought by American corporations. Then there's regulation. The EU AI Act, enacted in 2024, represents the world's first comprehensive AI legislation. It's well-intentioned, focusing on safety and ethics. It's also expensive. Compliance costs for high-risk AI systems range from $500,000 to $5 million annually, according to legal firms specializing in EU tech law. For a startup burning through cash to train models, that's potentially fatal. Data fragmentation creates another barrier. Europe has 27 member states with 24 official languages and varying data governance frameworks. Despite GDPR creating unified privacy rules, actually aggregating datasets across borders remains complex. For example, a German health tech startup can't simply access French medical records the way a US company pools data across all 50 states. GDPR itself presents a paradox. Europe leads the world in data protection. But AI models are data-hungry beasts. They need massive, diverse datasets to compete globally. In addition, there's a challenge of rapid brain drain at scale. Europe trains world-class AI researchers, then Silicon Valley and Chinese tech giants poach them. A 2024 analysis of LinkedIn data found that 37% of European PhD graduates who specialize in AI each now work outside Europe, primarily in the US. The reasons are stark. A senior AI researcher at Google or OpenAI earns $400,000 to $800,000. The European equivalent? $120,000 to $200,000. Market fragmentation amplifies these challenges. A French startup can't simply expand to Europe. It must navigate German corporate culture, Italian procurement processes, and Spanish labor laws simultaneously. Language barriers matter too. An AI chatbot needs different training data for German, French, Italian, and Polish customers. In contrast, US companies build once for 330 million English speakers in just its home market. Clearly, the European AI paradox isn't about capability. It's about capital, culture, and cohesion. Europe has the researchers, the ethics frameworks, and the technical sophistication. What it lacks is the risk appetite, the unified market, and the growth capital to turn brilliant ideas into